his children, Kevin and Karen, and to their spouses and to his grandchildren. It was a heart that he shared with his friends, including those of us who knew him through the 2030 Club, the Rotary Club, the Masons, and the Shriners. Whatever else took him before time, it surely could not have been his heart. Amadeo Cardenas Romero Jr. was born in Los Angeles in 1943. His family moved to Stockton when he was still a child. As a teenager, he joined and eventually became the highest ranking officer in the Stockton chapter of DMLA, an organization whose guiding virtues are filial love, reverence, courtesy, comradeship, fidelity, cleanness, and patriotism, all virtues that defined Amadeo for a lifetime. We live in a world that sometimes seems to encourage those who stand up in person or online or on television and shout, "Look at me." Amo was the opposite. He had a quiet, unselfish dignity. He was fun, and he was kind, and he was pleasant to be with. No one ever detected in Amo an attitude that suggested it's all about me. Amo had too much heart for that. He joined the Army in 1966 and worked as a clerk for a general. One day the general said to him, "Do you play golf?" Amo had never picked up a golf club in his life. But if you've worn the uniform, you know that there is only one appropriate answer when you're a private and the general puts that kind of a question to you. Do you play golf? Amo said, "Yes, sir." And by the time he was discharged after playing golf regularly with the general for 2 years, it actually turned out to be the truth. It was during his time in the Army that Amo's son Kevin was born, and Amo made room in his great heart for his new son. Amo left the Army in 1968, attended college in the Brooks Institute of Photography in Santa Barbara, and then went to work in Sacramento for Pope Studios, which he eventually bought and ran for 40 years. In 1971, Amo's daughter Karen was born, and once again his heart expanded. Karen recalls as a child spending summer days with Amo at the studio. They played darts during the lunch hour. Karen racked up what may be the longest unbroken winning streak in the history of darts. A feat made all the more remarkable by the fact that she was, only 6 years old. Whether Amo may have occasionally thrown a match is not one of those questions likely to be answered in our lifetime. In 1985, while he was living with Tim Malapart, Amo met Molly. Nothing came of that first meeting, but 2 years later, they ran into one another again. By that time, Amo had given the matter careful thought, and he had reached the conclusion that living with Molly would be more fun than living with Tim. They married in 1989. Since that time, they have seldom been apart. Where Molly was concerned, Amo's heart never wavered. Together, he and Molly were active volunteers for the SPCA and involved with the Masons and the Shriners. At the Shriners, who are graciously hosting us today, Amo was a captain of the slapstick Keystone Cops. He was also a member of the active 2030 Club and the Point West Rotary Club. For the last 90 days of his life, Amo was under doctor's care at Mercy Hospital, and Molly was there every day, all day. Amo's friends and family came by regularly. A man who had given his heart to so many and shared his heart with so many had the satisfaction of seeing how many other hearts he had touched. Amo's heart surely did not fail him. With his great heart, he enriched all of our lives. We miss him now, but we are better for having known him. Our next speaker is Amo's high school friend, Gary Darrow.